It is time for your Sunday evening Olympic update. Team USA perfect in group play. They knock off Germany 5-1. They earn a bye. They get the second seed, as we'll see them again in the quarterfinals, likely against Sweden in a game that could be pretty difficult. The 1 seed overall, Canada, blowing out France 10-2, clinching that top seed in the knockout round. Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, each with a goal and an assist. As they finished the prelims unbeaten, they won by a combined 17 goals, 20-3, and that's why they get the 1 seed over Team USA. Elsewhere at the Olympics, Norway's Johannes Klæbo set a Winter Olympics record with his 9th gold medal. The 29-year-old cross-country skier anchored the 4x7.5 men's relay for his 4th gold of these games. The United States finished 6th. Meantime, Italy's Federica Brignone won gold in the women's giant slalom, her 2nd gold in 4 days. Michaela Schifrin finished 11th. It is now 11 straight events that she has, make it 8 straight events rather, that she has failed to medal in. And Dutch speed skater Femke Kok won the gold medal in the women's 500 meter over her teammate Jutta Leerdam. And the final heat, Kok beat defending champion Erin Jackson of the U.S. with an Olympic record time of 36.49 seconds. Jackson did not medal. She placed 5th. And here is where we stand with the United States tied for 3rd in the medal count. 5 gold medals, 8 silvers, 4 bronze. Norway leading the way by 4 over everybody in gold and 4 over everybody in total medal count. Breaking news, the USA men's ice hockey team finishing up group play as the victor in Group C, getting past Germany 5-1. 3rd win in as many games. They take the group, but they are not the #1 overall seed heading into the championship round and the knockout stage. They do get a bye to the quarterfinals, but Canada, because of goal differential, they outscored their opponents by 17 goals in their group. They get the 1 seed. USA gets the 2, followed by Slovakia and Finland. But it's a 5-1 win to finish things up today. We'll see him again on Wednesday. Let's bring in Pierre McGuire, who is always an interested observer in this sort of event with dual citizenship, the United States and Canada. Pierre, before we get to Canada and potentially down the road a gold medal match between the USA and Canada, how about the U.S. getting, I think it's 10 plus different players have scored goals? What do you make of what they did in group play?
Well, this is a fantastically balanced team, Chris, and so nice to visit with you during this Olympic season. I think the biggest thing to describe the Americans is they don't spend a lot of time in their own zone because of the mobility and the puck moving of their defense. They really are great off the attack, especially in the neutral zone, because of their speed. When they get the puck in deep, they can beat you off the cycle, they can beat you off the rush, they can beat you from long range, they can beat you with muscle, and more than anything else, they can beat you with hockey sense. So you put all those things together, plus they play a 4-line attack. They've just basically run the table in their group. They dominated Latvia, they dominated Denmark, and they were really good against an elite German team today with a lot of NHL firepower like Leon Draisaitl, Timmy Stützle, and Moritz Seider of the Detroit Red Wings. So that's a big win for the Americans. The biggest thing that I like about this team, they're getting better, Chris, every single day. That's what you have to have if you're going to win in the Olympics, getting better every single day.
They get the bye, but there is a pretty good possibility they will have to play Sweden in the quarterfinals. It's a Sweden team that came close from winning their group but lost out on differential there. What kind of a test is that going to be? Because we know they have stars on that club too.
It's a great question. It'll be a very good test. The biggest problem for Sweden, not having Leo Carlsson, not having Jonas Brodin. Brodin's a great defensive defenseman from the Minnesota Wild. He was injured before the tournament started. The same thing with Leo Carlsson. They'll miss those 2 players. The Swedes will tremendously. If you do it just on paper, player for player, the Americans have more depth. They've got more size and they've got more mobility. Now they've got to put that into practice on the ice. But I do think, obviously, the Swedes are a formidable matchup if, in fact, they play them in the quarterfinal round. It will not be an easy game for the Americans, but on paper, they are a better team.
I know the U.S. and Canada played in totally different groups against completely different opponents, and Canada ends up getting that 1 seed based on goal differential. They're winning by an average of over 6 goals a game. How do they stack up, in your opinion, against the Americans as we head into the championship rounds?
They're very similar up front. If you would ask me, give you an advantage the Americans have, I'd say the Americans have a huge advantage when it comes to overall depth and mobility on their defense. And if you were to ask me who has probably better goaltending right now, I'd say Connor Hellebuck's a bit ahead of Jordan Binnington of Canada. So there's actually some check marks on the ledger for the Americans in terms of being better than Canada. I think the one place where the United States may have a problem is matching up to a super line that the Canadians have put together with Macklin Celebrini, the brilliant 19-year-old out of the San Jose Sharks program, and Connor McDavid. Everybody knows him, the best player in the world, and Nathan McKinnon, the Stanley Cup winner from the Colorado Avalanche. They were put together as a super line. Now, they broke them up a couple times today, but when they play as a line, there's not a line in the world that's better than that. In fact, it may be one of the all-time greatest lines in the history of hockey.
Can only hope that we can see a Canada-U.S. gold medal game down the road. The quarterfinals are where we'll see Canada and the United States next play, but in separate games. It'll take place on Wednesday. All quarterfinal games on the men's side taking place on Wednesday. CBS Sports HQ hitting every highlight every day and night. That includes tonight, where we will have a full recap of everything that happened today on the golf course and on the hardwood in college basketball in the All-Star game.